Alright guys, so today I'm going to build a little chicken coop. We just bought some more chickens.
Hey!
Little guys. So I'm going to build a small little chicken coop to house them, to keep them away from the big chicks until they grow. So I just wanted to show you guys my little quick... So I'm just going to build a little slant roof chicken coop. Just a little one, like I said, for the little chicks. I'm going to start by cutting my longest board at 4'3". Don't ask me why, it's just a measurement I picked. You can build it any way you want. But I'm just going to go ahead and cut two of them at 4'3", and then we'll get the floorboard set on it. I'll show you that one. These are 2x4x8s. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the floorboard, and I'm going to try to build it so I'm going to make the floorboard be able to pull out for easy cleaning. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the table saw, and we'll get that cut
Comment
off.
down below if you like this chicken with the stripes on the back.
Yeah, pretty chicken. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut the floorboard. The rest will be left over for the roof. As you can see, I'm just using the bed of my truck because once again, I'm cheap. I had solid pieces at one point, but they got destroyed.
What?
So, cut this at 3 feet. This is a 4x8 piece of OSB board.
No! Three chickens out. One!
Go with the chickens, come on.
That's what us. You see all these dust? I don't think so. Ah!
Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and notch the board to be able to pull the bottom floorboard out. Detroit, get off of the car! I said you guys are getting too heavy for this denting it.
Look at this, Kenny. First Sonic, the magic trick. Then I'm gonna spit him out.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna back up.
Ta-da!
Now I'm gonna go ahead and notch the board for the pull-out floor slab. I already preset the saw to cut down 3/4 of an inch, and then I'm gonna have to chisel out the notch.
We rock!
There we go. Alright, so I cut all these 5/8 of an inch apart. The OSB board is 1/2 inch just to give it some room so it doesn't get jammed up when you're pulling it. So now I'm just going to chisel out the notch. See, there you go. Now you got a notch for your floorboard. Now just got to do that 3 more times, and then we'll start piecing it together. All right, go ahead. On your end boards, don't notch all the way through. Stop about 3/4 of an inch. That way you have a stopper for your floorboard, so you can push it all the way through.
show them something. It's guys, look at the chickens. They are really no, but they're all colony. Oh, now they're waking up. Oh, now we're waking up. It gives you energy.
Alright.
So cute.
Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut the horizontal joist and we'll start piecing it. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut up the cross beam supports, and then we'll Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and get the hardware. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start piecing together the framework. Now I've already pre-screwed on these little L bracket clips. That makes things so much easier. I'm going to go ahead and screw on this last one, and then we'll start putting it together. Good job, bud. Alright, move. You don't need to move.
They need it better. All the on it says they need it better. Action!
Alright, so all the clips are screwed on. Now we're going to go ahead and put on the cross brackets. So these ones are 2.5-inch nails. We're just gonna screws. We're just gonna toenail through the side. Help me, okay. Over here, hold this up.
I got it.
Over 2.5-inch screws from the side. Basic framework, and then we'll start the roof once we get the siding on. It'll be a basic slant roof. The floorboard, now I failed to mention this, I don't know if you can see it from here, but I did notch out the corners where I said to not cut all the way through and have a little stopper for the floorboard. So I got a handle that I'm going to put on the end to slide out the floorboard. So, and make for easy cleaning. If I could just pull the floorboard out, everything drops. There's your floorboard. Put the siding up, get the roof. And then we'll have a basic little coop to keep the little chicks safe till they're old enough to put in the big coop. So, see you on the next one and start putting this on. Alright guys, so I pre-cut the beadboard siding. So there's just a 4x8 sheet of the beadboard. Apparently, I didn't have enough to do all 4 sides. I got 3 sides. So I'm going to have to go buy another sheet of beadboard. Alright, we'll go ahead and screw these guys on. And I'll show you the little decorative side pieces. these is just a 1x3 board, and then I ripped it at a 45-degree angle. I'm just going to use these to cover up this area. Alright. There's my country family. And the chickens. Alright, but here is the start. Like I said, I didn't have enough to do the other side here, so I'm going to have to get some more plywood. But that'll be almost done. And that's my sliding board. So I will see you once I get some more plywood. Alright, so I went ahead and bought the next piece of wood. I'm going to go ahead and screw on the last side here. Once we get that screwed on, then we'll go ahead and start on the roof portion. So I already pre-cut it. Try to speed things up here. Remember, I left the gap to pull out the subfloor. Alright guys, I'm starting the roof today. I'm going to go ahead and get the board set up. I'm going to cut a square hole in the top side that's going to house the heat lamp. I'm going to build almost like a cathedral bell tower on the top of it. This will be an interesting look. You know, it's going to hold the heat lamp at the top to keep the little chickens warm. Alright, so now we'll screw the support beams to the top, and I'll build a box out around where the little bell tower is going to go. So I'm going to get all that set up. Alright, so I pre-cut all the boards for the roof here. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, and I framed out for the little bell tower. Got it pre-cut, so I'm just going to start screwing it down. Now I just laid it right on top of the boards. So we'll just start screwing it down, and then I'll show you guys the frame. These are 2.5-inch nails, screws. Show you the framework. So, let me get the camera back up. Make it any size you want, thing on the heat lamp. Now we'll just stick it on the top here. Alright, so now I got some hinges I'm going to put on the back side, so that way you can just open the roof up, even easier maintenance. So let me go ahead and get that prepped, and we'll be good to go. Alright guys, now I'm going to go ahead and screw on the hinges. Not much to it. I added a just another little piece of wood right here. Just cut 5 inches and screwed it to the other support, just to give it some girth for the hinge. I'm going to go ahead and use 2.5-inch screws through the top, and then the 1.25 inches through the side here, so it doesn't poke all the way through. So let's go ahead and screw these on. Just to make sure the rooftop was centered, all I did was just go around and take measurements, make sure it was equal on all sides. Now, we got a open up roof. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some tie back over the top just to help protect it, weatherize it, make it last a little longer. And then I'm going to get some covering boards to cover up the eaves. And then I'll build the bell tower. Oh, I'm also going to put some air vents in here, and I'll get some of the chicken wire fencing. And then we'll paint it, and it'll be done. So I went ahead and put together the heat lamp, bell tower, whatever you want to call it. I didn't record how I did it because I'm trying to hurry up and get this done because we're getting ready to leave here in a couple days and we're heading to Texas. So I'm just trying to get this done as quick as I can. So I put the tie back on. I'm just going to take the camera and show you kind of how I put it together. So, tie back. Now the heat lamp tower, I just used the same beadboard that I used on the sides here. And I already showed you, I'll turn it the other way here. So I showed you the framework, and all I did was just screwed the beadboard right to the framework. And I built a little square frame that I screwed the top to. Now the frame itself, let me put the camera back on the mount. Just took a piece of the beadboard, screwed 4 2x3s, and as you can see, I screwed a little wood block to the center with a hook. That's where I'm going to hook the heat lamp to, and I notched the boards so that it sits right on the bell housing. Not much to it. Now I got some corrugated sheet metal that I'm going to cut for the roofing, just like my big chicken coop, which I'll show you guys later on. So I'm actually going to have to run to the store tomorrow and get another sheet because I only bought one sheet thinking it'd be enough, and apparently not, because I always build things too fucking big. So I'm going to cut this in half, and then I'll show you a little bit of how I'm going to piece it together. Now one thing, I'm going to cut this with a grinder. Yeah, you can cut it with shears. To me, shears are good for like little cuts. Doing a long cut like this, it makes it a little difficult. Grind this in half. Another thing, try to stay out of the direct view of the grinder wheel. I've seen too many videos where the grinder wheel splits in half. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Spin the camera around in the video. So, as you can see, just going to screw it right to the top. I'm going to notch right at the bell tower here. Just scoot it a little further. I got some overhang. And I'm going to buy another sheet to fill the gap and do the bell tower. And then I'm going to put on some wood siding here to cover the rest of this. And then we'll paint it drill some vent holes, and it's a done deal. There's the slide out floor. Easy cleaning. Alright, I'll show you when it's done. Alright guys, so today I'm going to go ahead and put on the trim work around the sides. I'm going to go ahead and cut that up, and then we'll put the roofing on and paint it, and we're done. Go ahead and show you guys how sturdy this thing actually is. Maybe we can get up on top of it. I'm 220 pounds. That's pretty damn sturdy. Better it looks already. Let me show you guys a close-up. So it's amazing what it looks like just putting the edge boards on.
And it's raining.
Yeah, it's sprinkling. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and throw on the corrugated roofing. Put on a couple little edge boards around the, what I'm calling the heat lamp bell tower. Paint it, and we're done. So see you guys on the next roof. Alright, so I went ahead and pre-cut the sheet metal. I'm going to go ahead and take you out of the mount here and show you up close before I screw it down. So not much to it, as you saw me first time around with the grinder. Just cut the sheet metal to size. Got these little side pieces here to fill the gap. I'm going to leave your tie back little angle pieces above. I'll show you later on. We're going to seal that. Got the top portion cut. So now we'll go ahead and use these sheet metal roofing screws. They got a little rubber grommet on there that seals the water.
Wow!
So now we're going to go ahead and screw it down. Tongue to the camera. Have the sealant here to seal the ends, keep the water out. So you just stick that underneath the corrugated roofing. Alright, so that's all screwed on. I'll show you close up. So now, last thing, I'm going to put some more edge boards here to cover up the seams. And then we'll put some caulking around the edge here to keep the water out. And then it's paint it, drill some vent holes, and that's it. Alright, so I went ahead and screwed on the other little edger pieces. And now I'm going to go ahead and, as we talked about earlier, we're going to tie back up. So I got some of this roof flashing caulking. Backwards for you guys. So we're just going to run that around the edging here. Take it over here. Just run that right across the edge. So not much to it. I just put a bead around here. Like I said, once it dries, we'll cut the tie back off. And then we can paint it and pretty it up. But it's basically finished product. I'm going to drill a couple vent holes and then move it over to the existing coop and we'll paint it and done deal. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you the finished product. So we finally got it done. I got it painted. Let me just take you around the corner here. And then I'll show you the big coop too. So this is a done deal. So I got the air vents. We got our pull-out bottom floorboard. I just painted it, so I'm not going to open it. I don't feel like getting paint all over my hands again. Have not put the heat lamp in the top portion yet, because like I said, I just painted it. So I will show you what it looks like with the heat lamp once it's dried. Not too bad. Hopefully easy maintenance, easy cleaning. Those of you wondering, total cost was about roughly close to $200 in lumber. I don't think it's too bad for the the little coops that you can buy. They're like $200 to $300, and they're basically cardboard and be destroyed in 1 year. This should last hopefully a couple years. So here's the big coop that I built. This one I got my nesting boxes attached to the side here. Really, the chickens only use one of them. I got 4 nesting boxes inside of each one. When I had 12 hens till the hawks started coming around. So now I'm in the process of building the fence higher. Try to save my chickens now that I got a new batch. So let me show you the inside of this one. So this one, same thing. I need to clean it out. Got some privacy. They like their privacy. Got some lamps in here. So that's the heat lamp I'm going to take out of here and put in the little coop. Some feed. Water that I attempted. Worked well for the couple months until the valves started to leak. So show you So this is my feed box. Less maintenance for me, so I just fill this guy up. Just cut some holes straight through into the coop. Feed themselves. That was the water, like I said, that I stopped using. Man, look at that. Big old spider web. So, like I said, I stopped using the water because the inside little pecker valves started leaking. And then that's pretty much it. See if we got any eggs in here. One. And like I said, down to 3 hens right now and 1 rooster. Actually, 2 adult hens. 1 rooster that isn't laying yet. And brand new rooster. So hopefully the 8 new little chicks I gotta wait 6 months or so, and then they'll start producing some eggs. But finished product. That's it. Alright, see you guys on the next one.